Hey there, and welcome to Antifragile Faith, where we train our awareness of God's presence by practicing Christian mindfulness. It takes time to train our minds to maintain this sort of focused, resting awareness that we're practicing here, and your mind likely will wander off to other thoughts throughout the day, but also during practice for a while. But as long as you're eventually noticing and bringing it back, each time you notice, you strengthen your ability to notice. Sure, eventually we'd like to get to a point where maintaining that resting awareness is almost effortless, at least on most days. But that can take a while. And not to be cliche, but like many things in life, this isn't about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the practice. About that daily showing up and putting in time, even if it's just a little bit of time. So with that, let's begin again today. Start by taking a few deep breaths. And at some point, letting your eyes gently close and allowing your breath to return to a more natural rhythm. Letting your awareness just rest on your breath for 30 seconds or so. And moving your attention inwards, just checking in on how you're doing, where you're at. Spend a few moments with this so you can really get a grasp on it. And no matter what state you're in, wherever you're at, turning to God. If it's frustration, impatience, whatever it might be, giving that to God. If you're in a really good place right now, just at peace, really opening yourself to God, opening your heart to God, and just tuning in, seeing if there's anything He might have for you. Just resting in that awareness of His presence, knowing that He is here, right now. Just like we noted at the beginning, if you find your mind wandering off, and it likely will at some point, just embracing that as another chance to practice, another chance to train your awareness, because that's exactly what we're here to do. To recognize when we've wandered off, to grow our awareness of that, and bring ourselves back to God, turn ourselves back to God, to recognize again that He is right here, right now. whether it's something on today's to-do list, a relationship, or something else that perhaps keeps popping up in your mind, keeps pulling your attention away. Notice that. Note it for what it is, doing your best to let it go, and running through the routine, returning to the breath, checking inside, and turning back to God. He knows how distracted we can get. He created us. Just turning back to Him, not beating yourself up, not getting frustrated, just coming back, beginning again. Just taking a few deep breaths as we come to a close today. And before you transition into whatever's next, I'd encourage you to mentally take a step back from this practice and look at it with a much longer-term approach. Sure, we want to see progress day to day, but that can actually undercut us a fair bit with a practice like this. At the very beginning, you might notice some gains early on, but this is something that you will notice changes over weeks and months of practicing. But day to day, well, there will be good ones and bad ones, but the important point really is that you're showing up, is that you're doing the practice and training your awareness. And with that, I hope to see you again tomorrow.